Oh, hi, I didn't see you there. Greetings, people of Earth. Welcome back. My name is Jax, and today I'm wishing you a very happy new year. So, it is New Year's Eve, or at least that's when you're watching this, and I hope this year has been good. I hope it's been productive. I hope it's been fulfilling. I hope you have met new friends, how you've kept your ones that you have, and you're doing amazing. The new year is always kind of a bittersweet sensation for me. I don't know. I find watching the like cheesy Christmas ads and stuff is kind of like how you as a kid watch back to school commercials. You're kind of like, "Oh gosh, like this is here it comes. Here we go." And for a long time I've kind of dreaded that the end of anything is sad. I'm always the one who's sad when the party is over. I'm always the one that's sad when the event comes to an end or it's an end of an era, literally. And hopefully 2025 is going to be good. Obviously there are things in the world that don't leave me being incredibly optimistic, but I try my best every single day despite how hard it is. And basically in this video I wanted to talk about New Year's resolutions, what the new year should bring, what kind of energy you should come into the new year with, and just some optimistic hope, essentially. So I don't typically do New Year's resolutions. It's not something that I just really vibe with. I try and have like collective goals or overarching themes for the year. So this year was all about working towards specific goals that I'm trying to achieve, and I feel really good about that. I feel really connected with that, and I feel like I'm achieving that in a really meaningful way. Next year's theme is going to be simplification, and I'm in a beautiful part of the world just to do that as like a yearly reset, getting over just some of the more difficult parts of the year, trying to disconnect from social media a little bit, simplifying that in some ways. In other ways, I'm trying to connect even more and reach out and talk to you guys and get to know who you are as people. So what does simplify mean? There's a group online called Slow Living, and I've talked about them before. I don't consider myself part of it because I'm not good at it enough. But essentially the idea behind Slow Living is that you take your time. You're never in a rush. You plan. So if you need to be at a specific spot for 11 o'clock in the morning, you go early and you don't rush, and you just appreciate and watch the clouds drift by, and you get there when you should, and you move on to the next thing. It also involves just de-stressing, not worrying so much, which is extremely hard for someone with social anxiety and just anxiety in general. But it's something that I'm really going to work on, simplification, trying to connect in a meaningful way. And I know a lot of this is kind of buzzwords and very like influencer, like, oh, I'm living my life, I'm detoxing, blah, 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 blah. It's not really anything to do with that. It's more taking the time to just breathe, just a little bit of breath work, or just being mindful and appreciating where I am, wherever you are, whether you're overlooking the Mediterranean or you're at home dreading your work and getting annoyed from texts from your boss. You can appreciate where you are and what you're doing no matter what. And I know that sounds kind of stupid coming from someone in this beautiful place, but I really believe it. 80% of my year is spent on the prairies of Canada in -30, and I'm still able to appreciate it and hopefully go skiing when the weather is good enough. So this next year is about simplifying. It's about removing things that are, for any other better word, toxic. Removing things that make me feel bad, make me feel unhappy. I've even found that taking off some of the like models and influencer people on my Instagram has really helped like me feel good in my body. And you don't have to be a skinny twig or a muscular Hercules. You can just be you and really happy with who that is. So there's little factors like that, but a lot of what next year is going to be about is removing stuff that isn't working. They say if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Well, if it's broken, get rid of it. And this is something that I take into sort of with the Taoism. So I do these Taoism talks. If you don't know, Taoism is a Chinese philosophy invented over 2,600 years ago. And most of it is about not being able to control the universe, but you can control how you react to things that happen in the universe. And I'm really trying to be a good Taoist and remove things that are just not the vibe. So that's going to be my New Year's plan. Like I said, this year has been incredibly busy. It feels like it's been 1,000 years. It really feels like it hasn't flashed by. I feel like a totally different person since January 1st. And that's a good thing. That's definitely a positive. There has been some real progress with my health, with my mindset, with my friends, my family, my career, everything that I've been doing. I feel like it has gotten better. I have learned so much. I have experienced and grown wiser and more compassionate. If I had to say one thing as a specific New Year's resolution, I'm going to really try to see the point of view of people who I vehemently disagree with. So that doesn't mean I'm going to convert or get red pilled or anything like that, but I want to understand why people believe the things that they do, and the things that I am completely opposed to. I want to understand that belief. I'm not going to join that belief, but I want to understand why they've come to this decision, why they've come to support something that I just feel like I could never support. That's going to be my New Year's resolution, is trying to see it from the other side. We're going to see how that goes. Maybe I run away in 2 minutes, but we'll see. So the last thing I want to say is thank you so much if you have been supporting me, watching videos, liking, subscribing, checking out my Patreon, my Instagram, TikTok, whatever you do. Thank you so much. That means a lot to me. I really appreciate all of you guys and what you do. And hearing your stories makes me just feel so connected to the human experience, because in all honesty, the human experience is a lot of struggle. It is a lot of suffering. It is a lot of dealing with incredibly difficult situations. And some of you have expressed that you've lost loved ones, that you've lost best friends or careers, your home. And it is incredibly heartwarming to hear that you guys are still positive, that you're still fighting. 99% of the time, I will hear a story from one of you guys, and it is the most humbling, heartbreaking story that you could ever imagine. And yet you're still standing, you're still here, you're still ringing in the new year the way that you choose to. In all honesty, I'm probably going to be in bed by 9 o'clock on December 31st. New Year's just really isn't my thing. But for anyone celebrating, I hope you're able to ring it in with people you love, pets you love, your connections, doing exactly what you want. And if that's going to bed at 8 o'clock after watching a radio show, there you go. Join me. So I'm just incredibly impressed and really proud to be connected to a group of people that are so humble and really outstanding, really splendid people to be around. So thank you so much for that. And I hope that the new year will bring us all joy, excitement, wealth beyond our wildest dreams, and love that we can treasure forever. So thank you so much. I really appreciate everything you guys do. Feel free to leave some nice comments or some critiques or whatever you feel like leaving. Feel free to leave it in the comments down below. And as always, guys, I will talk to you next year.